Hey, I'm John Cannell. Today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making a chicken pot pie. So let's get started. First off, you're gonna wanna chop your celery, carrot, onion, and mince that garlic. You'll want half a cup of celery, a cup of carrots, a cup of onion, and 3 or so cloves of garlic. Your choice. Thin little cloves of carrot, thinly chopped celery, and just a rough chop for your onions. Mince that garlic. We're taking a 1/4 cup of butter and plopping it right into a big skillet. Over medium heat, get it nice and melty, then we'll add the veggies. All right, let's add those veggies right over that butter. Stir it up. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. We're gonna cook these veggies for about 5 minutes until they're softened, and make sure you stir frequently. You don't want anything to burn. This smells so good. So good already. While you're stirring, just grab 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. This gets sprinkled in once they've softened up, but have it at the ready. Now we're gonna sprinkle that flour in and stir, stir, stir. Cook for an additional 2 minutes. So what's happening here is the flour and all that melted butter are combining to make basically a roux that's gonna hold the vegetables together and thicken everything up in the most delicious way. Once the flour is cooked, you're gonna add 1 3/4 cups of chicken stock right into the pan. Stir it in. Just slowly add it so it's nice and incorporated. And half a cup of heavy cream. Rich and silky. Stir in a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of fresh chopped thyme, and half a teaspoon of freshly cracked ground pepper. Reduce your heat to low, and then just simmer until the sauce thickens up. Once it's thickened up, we're gonna add those frozen peas. I love frozen peas, they're so good. And stir in 3 cups of shredded chicken. In you go. So I have a confession, I just shredded a rotisserie chicken from the supermarket. It gives you just about 3 cups, and I swear, no one's gonna know. If you wanna have all white meat or all dark meat, just cook bone-in, skin-on in the oven until it's done and then shred it up. Right, we're actually gonna be transferring this to a bowl so it cools down a little bit. You don't want it to melt your pastry dough. That would suck. I made 2 rounds of my favorite pie dough from the blog, just minus the sugar. The recipe's in the description box. Now we're gonna roll it out into a 12-inch circle. When you're rolling it out, just keep it moving. If your pie dough sits, it's a recipe for disaster. You can see big flakes of butter all throughout the pie dough. That's gonna be delicious and so flaky too. 12 inches is like so much bigger than you think when you're rolling out a circle. I tells ya. Oh, it almost stuck. Pie dough's rolled out. Let's put that onto our rolling pin. This is why I love these pastry mats. Okay, now roll it back into your pie dish. And we're just going to get it all placed. And try not to stretch your dough too much. You just want to like push it in basically. There we go. Our filling has cooled slightly, so let's add that into our pie. Oh my gosh. Homemade pie is like one of the best things ever, and it is Brian's favorite thing to eat. He's like very excited about today's video. The difference is the fresh ingredients, the fresh pastry dough, and the love you put into it yourself. All right, now we're just going to even this out into a nice layer. All that filling out. Now we're gonna roll the second disc of dough out and place it on top. Roll that dough right on top of your pie. Trim any excess off. You want about 1 inch of overhang. Now we're gonna tuck the edge under, just like that. Now we're just gonna give it a little bit of a crimp to make it look extra pretty. Crimping the edge makes it look pretty and also just helps seal it a little bit more. I'm brushing the top with some heavy cream just to give it a little bit of a nicer finish. It's totally optional though. The last step is to cut a few slits in the top, just for venting. Place this on a rimmed baking sheet and pop it into the oven, 425 for about 20 minutes, then reduce to 350 and continue baking until it's bubbling and golden, about 40 more minutes. That pie is a symphony of flavors. It's so delicious. I hope you get a chance to make this recipe, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, check out my savory playlist.